Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Right, entertainment only. Let's see where we go. What I want to have a look at in this particular reading is the EPS survivors are giving their testimony tomorrow, sort of overnight my time. And I just want to see how it's going to go to the GOP Oversight Committee. Now, I gather about 33,000 pages were supposedly released under the demand of the Oversight Committee. The word is out on the streets that none of this that was released is new. It's all been out there before. We all have had the opportunity to see it. And the word I got was that it had been Trump washed. So if anything, it's actually been cleansed as to what was out there before. Apparently it includes flight logs and court rulings and the jail surveillance video. Well, we've done that one to death, the jail surveillance video. Those that are in the know say, well, this has been fudgied up. Depositions, memos, apparently nothing new. Now, I believe the survivors met with Mikey of the Little Johnson and the Oversight Committee earlier today for over 2 hours. So, what I want to have a look at, and I'm going to use the Lightseers Tarot, beautiful deck. Like if we just believed the survivors, which some of us do, believe the survivors, it would have been over years ago. You know, it's about time to believe the women. Now, I was really disgusted to see, even in Australia, there was a court case that happened, I believe it came to its conclusion yesterday, where a woman was in a relationship and she broke it off. Over the next day or two, the dude sent her hundreds of texts threatening, demanding, just awful texts, hundreds of them. She had left her home to, I didn't get the full details, but he grabbed her with a knife and dragged her into his car and threatened her. I'm not quite sure how she managed to escape, but she got away. But obviously she is just absolutely horrified. I mean, she probably would have thought that she was going to be unalived. The guy got off with a slap on the wrist and 2 years of good behaviour bond and having to do an anger management or something, a respect for women course. Fuck off. Excuse my French. What? Like, threatened her for days, grabbed her, kidnapped her, held her against her will with a knife, and he gets off? Like, when is this going to end? Do they have to actually kill the woman? Like, it makes me so angry, because I don't know what the stats are elsewhere in the world, but more than one woman a week in Australia dies from domestic violence at the hands. It is time for change, and it is time for us to demand change. Shine a light on this and demand change. It is so wrong. It makes me so angry. More than one woman a week dies. This doesn't include the women who are subject to violence, who are hospitalised, who are injured, who are terrified. Anyhow, I want to have a look using the Lightseers Tarot. What is going to come out of the survivors' testimonies? How are the survivors? Strong, incredibly strong women who are supported. I believe it's Massey and Rokana that are supporting them. Show me what is coming out of their survivors' testimonies. Now, I will just say that certain things were auctioned off to the highest bidder. It's just revolting. I mean, you've got certain GOP states that are wanting to reduce the age of marriage to 14. Are we living in the Taliban? 14, basically making child abuse legal. Just right. On that note, King of Cups, emotional maturity, serenity, moving forward, diplomatic, just a real emotional maturity here. The Temperance card, bringing balance. I'm sorry if I get cross. This makes me so angry that this happens. And I'm going to say the people have had enough. I read a bit on this yesterday when I was doing a going forward reading. People are over it. The majority of people are over it. It's along the lines of, so you had that CEO outed at the Coldplay concert. Oh dear, how sad, never mind. Lost his job, lost his wife, lost everything. Tried to sue Coldplay and the concert organisers. I don't know how that's gone, but good luck with that. I'm sure there's a disclosure in the ticket booking thing saying, tough bickies. You had the Nestle CEO lose his job over having an affair with an employee. You had that multi-millionaire, was it the Polish one, who snatched the cap out of the hands of that young lad. He got absolutely reviled all over social media, as he should have been. I hope his company absolutely tanks and nobody uses it again. The people have had enough of this patriarchal, arrogant energy. Okay, get off my little soapbox, unless you all want to join me on it. But what have we got here? This change in energy. This is Tim Walsh energy. This is Massey and Rokana energy. This is the new masculine energy coming forward. It's not the King of Coins. It's not the patriarchal. This is the mature male energy. A rebalancing happening. A serious rebalancing happening, whereas the toxicity is being removed, and we have the Justice card. Absolutely. We have the birth, the feminine energy with this new humanity being birthed, and we have the inspirational women sharing their message. This is powerful. It is time. It is time for them to come down out of their safe space and start this path forward, because they are supported. They are absolutely supported. Ace of Cups, a cleansing new beginning and seeing the world differently. Bringing forward their spark, their light, shining a light about what happened in the past, because it is end of cycle, new cycle. We are absolutely at this new cycle. I was going to say the next card there was the Five of Cups, which is about challenges, obstacles, but it is about time to stop pouring the emotional and spiritual energy into this endless, bottomless pit with this false light of hope. This is about looking at something new, a way of doing this that hasn't been looked at before. Okay, get off my little ranty soapbox. So let's have a look. I want to have a look, because we know what little Mikey's like. We know that this oversight committee is full of GOP. although you do have the likes, I believe Jasmine Crockett is on the committee, so I bet she was really supporting the survivors. What did little Mikey Johnson think of the testimonies? I mean, they're wanting to be pre-warned, I think is what I'm getting. What did little Mikey Johnson think of the testimonies that he heard from these survivors? What did he think of the testimony that he heard from these survivors? 10 of Pentacles. He knows it's the ending of a legacy, because this is a really powerful community. I think you might find there's going to be some sort of announcement that comes out unexpectedly in regards to these women bringing forward the truth. And then you've got the Ace of Wands. Some sort of announcement coming out that's unexpected in regards to these women's testimonies. The Ace of Wands, a new plan, passion. There's something here. Page of Wands, bringing forward their message that they have held underwater for so long, revealing the secrets. But we've got the Hierophant, which can mean the higher authorities in the government. He could be barring the steps here. Okay, I want to ask, okay, thank you. Now, this can be a really, really, really good card. It can be about deciding what you want your future to look like and then taking the steps. But this could be Mikey Johnson stepping in and taking control and barring the steps, because these women are going to have to consider a different way before they bring their message forward about men in the past. And then we've got the 10 of Cups, which is about the emotionally coming together, bringing it to a completion. Okay, I want to ask, is there going to be some sort of announcement that comes forward that delays the testimony? Do not be surprised. The unbalanced contracts and agreements. So I get the feeling, there's going to be some sort of action being taken about the revelation. About what's going to be exposed. Do not be surprised if Mikey Johnson finds a way to delay, to prevent these women from speaking out. They're supposed to go in front of the Oversight Committee. Is Mike Johnson, Mikey of the Little Johnson, going to try and prevent these survivors from, because I just see the front steps. I see the front steps, not them actually in the building. Entertainment only, in case I hadn't said that already. Is he going to try and find a way? Ace of Cups keeps popping up. Some sort of new partnership, new agreement, can be an emotional cleansing. Tis a yes card. On the bottom, we've got the moon, trying to keep it submerged and challenging this cup. So this is about brought forward with emotional love, etc., challenged by the Lovers card, the unbalanced relationships. Trying to restrict, I think he's going to try and prevent them from. So it is the Eight of Swords. There is some sort of legal restriction here, perhaps. However, the figure can walk away. The actual figure themselves is not restricted. They just appear to be. I think he's going to try and restrict them. Here we've got the survivors themselves together, sharing their common experience. Yeah, the Hierophant taking control and blocking the path forward. The immediate future. Some sort of boundaries being set up, but these women, they are standing there defiantly with their fiery message, but being blocked. Like there's the fence in the front. I think he's going to find a way to stop them from. Now I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong in this. I hope they get to really put it out there, but I think he's going to try and stop them. Externally, a new opportunity is presented, so something new for them to be seen and heard, a different way. Okay, for them to be seen and heard. The heartbreak, the loss, the betrayal, the anguish, the despair, I don't think is going to be kept quiet. You've got the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and then the Page of Wands. Release of the messaging, powerful messaging, legal action potentially about the despair and the healing that these young women have had to go through, their mental anguish. It's going to be really difficult, but working together, a new opportunity to work together to bring this forward. So I am just going to say, I think he's going to try and stop it. He's heard what they have to say and he does not want it to get out there. You've got the Moon, but you've got the Wheel. You've got the Four of Cups, the disappointment, but turning away from the would've, should've, could've, the lost opportunity to what is on offer. You've got the Devil. And again, here's this again. So I wonder if this is from part of this reading, in that this was what they were intending to shine a light, bring it to the surface, but they have to go about this differently. Because there's that King of Cups and the Chariot moving forward, bringing it forward, working out how they're going to do it as they do it, and bringing this to an end, this truth of this to an end, so they can step over into the new horizon, the new beginning. So I think he's going to stop them, or attempt to stop them, from presenting their information to the Oversight Committee, to Congress. So the survivors are going to have to find a different way, and they are supported in doing that. Someone's going to come up with an offer for them to do this in a different manner. Why am I getting Rachel Maddow? I mean, I know she's a big advocate for supporting these survivors. And yes, I know there are boy survivors as well. They just haven't come forward. Yeah, I think they're still going to be heard. They're still going to be heard. They're going to try and find a path forward to be heard. Is this going to backfire on Johnson? Is this going to be and they're going to be heard, and it's going to be really cleansing. Now, I just caught a glimpse of the Death card, endings, new beginnings. Is this going to backfire on Johnson? If he tries to stop these survivors from speaking to Congress, I just see on the steps. It's like shallow steps going up to a building. Is it going to backfire on him? Eight of Cups, emotionally letting go, walking away, but you've got here at the bottom the betrayal. The betrayal, the deceit, the trying to steal, the lie. So this is walking away from what they thought they were going to do. But the Ten of Swords, letting go of the truth and moving forward into this new horizon, bringing this to an end. It could also feel like they've been stabbed in the back and betrayed. At the foundation, we've got the Queen of Swords, the female energy, putting the emotions aside and coming forward with the truth. In the past, things getting skew-diffed, trying to juggle. I think he's going to try and stop them. Seven of Pentacles, is it going to backfire? Seven of Pentacles, reaping what you sow, planting these seeds, having to harvest it. You've got here the immediate future again, feminine energy, Nine of Cups, just spreading the emotional message, releasing it. Externally for Mikey Johnson, Nine of Swords. Yes, I think it's going to backfire on him internally because these women are way stronger than he is together. Full illumination, the sun, everything's going to get exposed. The outcome, Nine of Wands, he's going to try and stop them, doing the dance to the tune of the devil. The Eight of Swords, perhaps via legal means, but the figure here can leave. And then we've got the King of Cups and moving forward. Oh boy. See what's on the bottom. Do not be surprised if he finds some way to prevent them from testifying to Congress. Gee, that light's good. Why can't it be like that all the time? That he's going to try and find some way to prevent them from testifying to Congress. They are going to be forced to find a way around it, these survivors, but they are supported. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from the True Crime because why not? How's this going to... Show me Mikey Johnson. Slippery cards. Show me Mikey Johnson. Make sure I get them up the right way. Okay, show me Mikey Johnson is going to do in regards to these EPS survivors. You might threaten them with imprisonment. They tell there's something there, imprisonment. Could also be sort of locked out, locked in. Show me, what's Mikey Johnson going to do now that he's heard the testimony? What's he going to do now that he's heard the testimony? Imprisonment, couple, dating. Well, this is interesting. And disaster. Got that flipped over. Female. That one had flipped over. I think he's going to try and spin it as it was just normal relationships. He's going to try and prevent it from getting out and spin it as normal relationships. You know, oh, it was just couples getting together and, you know, dating that might, ugh. But it's going to come crashing out of the sky for him. Seeing what's on the bottom. Egotism, organised crime. He's going to believe that he's going to believe in himself that he can spin this to protect the organised crime. He's going to try and, you know, prevent that. I just get that he's going to try and stop them from testifying. he may, I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong in this. Happy to be wrong, but that he's going to try and spin it as, it was just normal dating or something. Oh, yuck. He's just yuck. Trying to keep my emotions out of this. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Makes me too angry. Makes me. Do not be surprised if he tries to spin it as nothing to see here, tries to prevent them from testifying. It's going to get out there anyhow. He's not reading the room. Humanity, the majority of humanity are over it. They're just over this, absolutely done with it. And that's playing out in real life with these CEOs and these, the backlash against, not getting any punishment. Absolutely. It's playing out in real life. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Love to you all. Take care.